Hello, YouTube. Hello, vlog. Hello, besties. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I am here out at another one of my favorite spots. I don't think that we've been here before together, but this is another little spot close to where I live. There's like a trail that you come in on, and I feel like a lot of people stop. There's like a crossroads and you can come down here where there's the stream and then you can like loop up by a big pond, or you can walk through a field. And I feel like a lot of people choose to walk through the field because the trail over here just gets like sort of really narrow and like overgrown, and it doesn't look like many people walk down it. But I love to come down here. There's 3 or 4 little spots where you can just like sort of like detour off and come and sit by the stream, which we all know I love to do. So I've just been here hanging out. I brought my bag, which is like a bag I haven't picked up in a while. So it had this old like journal of mine, and I do want to write a little bit. I don't know what exactly I'm going to write about yet today though. I think it's just going to be more of a flow of writing, but I thought it would be fun to go through and see what I wrote in this previously, because I really like journaling for that reason. Like you can go back and like reflect on your mind state or your mindset in previous times. But also I wanted to show y'all, and maybe I'm delusional, but does this not look like a little face? I sat down at my spot today here and literally just like looked over to my right and I was like, why is there a face in the ground? It looks like how they depict the man on the moon, I think. So I really love that. I'm going to take that home with me. It's like a little gift from the universe. Another one of my favorite things to do, and I don't think I've shared this with you guys, but my aunt had this friend, Beth Ann. She is no longer with us, rest her soul. But when she was alive, and I think she still does it now, she used to see hearts everywhere in nature, and she was a photographer and she used to photograph them. But I was walking in the river. There's like a rock over there that is literally just a big giant heart. There's a rock I just noticed right behind the camera that is a heart. But that's another one of my favorite things to do when I'm outside, is just like look for the love all around, because there is love all around. And it's just like a really sweet and cute reminder of that. And it makes me think of her, which is a beautiful thing, because she was a very beautiful soul. I was grateful to know her while she was here. Before we get into my journal reflection, you guys, let's drink our water, please and thank you. That's actually, I have ice in there. So yummy. So chill, so good, so feeling extra hydrated. Also, how do you guys feel? Because I think fall's coming. Like I'm sitting here and there's like brown and yellow leaves all around me, and there's leaves falling from the trees up there, and fall's upon us. It's like 70 degrees out too. It's not even that hot. All right. This first thing I turn to, sometimes I like to doodle quotes and like I'll write the quote out and then like doodle around them, but that's what this is. But the quote is reward for the reward for conformity is that everyone likes you except you. I think this. Oh, I remember what okay, so this is from 2023. So this is 2 years old. This is me 2 years ago. But I think I used to do my tarot cards and meditate, and then I would write down what I was like thinking. I wrote, all of this is temporary. Honor your inner child. You can face anything. Death is a response to the gift of birth. You can do more than one thing. Expansion. I just wrote, you're you. Move slow and take the step. Challenge your mindset. Yeah, these are all from 2023 in September. So like around 2 years ago to to this time period of my life. Healing is the unknown. Pour into your own cup first. That is something I have to like continuously remind myself. For whatever reason, I feel like I have a grasp on that lesson and then I lose it. And I have to keep learning that. But the more I keep learning it, the better I get at it. But keep doing what you feel called to. Forget about the rest. That's a good one too. Ooh, it's a pattern. It's not personal. You're more capable than you think you are. These are all honestly really good reminders for me right now. It's a pattern. It's not personal is a huge one too. I think I wrote that in relation to like other people and how they may treat me. But like that's their own pattern, right? And like I have my own patterns I have to work on too. That's part of being human is we make mistakes, we grow, we learn, we evolve. But it's like recognizing that pattern and breaking it that is important. But in regards to other people, I think it's important to remember it's their pattern and it's not a personal thing. This one I wrote, it's okay to feel anger, which is something I struggle with, I think. I don't really allow myself to be like deeply angry, but I think that maybe because I feel like anger is often like a mask to a different emotion. Not that it's not valid and not that it's not real. I think anger can definitely... Actually, you know what? I did let myself feel anger. Not that... Or pretty recently, actually. But I always feel like even in that moment when I was angry, like I came back and I apologized because like I was just overwhelmed. Like there were other emotions and it just came out as anger. I wrote break the cycle. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And when you harm another, you harm yourself. Dang, girl. Ooh. All I wrote on this page. You are most attractive when you are not worried about who you are attracting. There's another quote, too, that I really love. I can't remember it. It's about butterflies and gardens. But it's along the same lines of that. It's like, if you just focus on tending to your garden, like the butterflies will come instead of focusing on attracting the butterflies, essentially. I just wrote move to your heart on that one. Presence matters. Be here now. Faith. And I wrote hawk, which is funny because I saw a hawk today. It like flew over my car while I was driving for a very long time. You're the first one to ever do this alone. That was a reminder I wrote for myself. You can't watch life again. I wrote overthinking and just wrote a line through it too. I wish it was that easy to stop doing that. Change the view. That is another really, really big one for me right now. I don't know what this means, but I wrote the wall and the flood. And then I wrote, what would you tell a stranger? I'm going to share this, okay? And if you're mean, that's just rude. Because it's like poetry-ish stuff that I wrote. And I don't I don't share my writing, you guys. I'm being vulnerable with you. So please. I'm not reading the whole thing, but I'm going to read this little blip of what I wrote here on this page. I think when you look at life all at once, it's scary. But if you find the little things and look for the little moments, embrace them and see them, life is love. This day, I just wrote, I'm angry today. Today was hard. Sometimes that's literally all my little writings are. This one says, tune in with the creator. Those who say they know, don't. Those who say they don't know, know. Love that one. It's okay not to know. I actually wrote that one in June of this year. And I wrote Always and Forever the Crow. And if you know me, you know. Always and Forever the Crow. Oh, wow. That's actually kind of creative. I doodled this, but can you see? Hold on. Sorry, my claw hands. It says let it go, but in a weird way. Because I was feeling artsy fartsy. But that's cool. And I think that's everything that I wrote in here. So I used this pretty regularly from September to October in 2023, and then I stopped. And then I picked it up in June of this year, and I wrote that. Those who say they know, don't, and those who say they don't know, know. And now I'm going to write a little bit more in it. I think I'm going to reflect on grace and making mistakes as a human being and the fact that that is just part of life. That's what makes you human, is making mistakes. But I think the most important part is that you have to take those mistakes and learn from them. And I am trying to do that, but I'm struggling to give myself grace that people are very openly and very freely giving me right now in this moment of time. And I don't know if that's because I feel that I'm not worthy of it or what that feeling really is. So I'm going to write about it and maybe hopefully figure it out. If not, I'll continue to write about it. But that's what we're doing. Thanks for chatting with me, going through an old journal of mine. I have a billion more, so if you guys liked that and want to see more, just let me know and we can do that. Sharing those bits of me wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, okay? But anyway, y'all know what you, what? Hello? Hey? Sometimes my brain just doesn't work. Who said that? But y'all know what you can do if you want to see more of me. I love you. Have a blessed day.